Words cannot express how bad that Eagles game was yesterday. And I decided to take a day off just to not come on here mad or anything. So I'm just going to go over the game, what I thought, and it's mostly going to be bad. But there are some bright spots out of this Eagles loss. But yeah, let's just get into it. So we got Carson Wentz. He went 33 for 50, 348 yards, 2 touchdowns. It was a very heavy passing day for Carson Wentz. Doug Peterson did not choose to use the run game that much. Our rushing was really non-existent. Positives out of the receivers, really. Zach Ertz, he had 10 receptions, 112 yards. Alshon Jeffrey, he had a nice return. He had 8 receptions for 105 yards. He had a touchdown in that game. And Jordan Matthews, even though he only had 1 reception, it was a 56-yarder for a touchdown. That was really... But the downside of the receivers, Nelson Agholor did not look good today. He looked like his freshman year. Well, not freshman, rookie year. Nelson Agholor, he was dropping a lot of passes today. He got lucky with one near the red zone where he dropped. It was almost a fumble, but it went out of bounds. So he got lucky there. And don't get me started about that offensive line. That offensive line looked like trash yesterday. It was horrible. They were misreading tackles. They were letting people come right through. Carson Wentz got sacked numerous times. It was unbelievable how much Carson got sacked. He was never able to get open. And also the defensive play, it was not pretty. Like, it was okay to start the game, like the first quarter, because it was only 3-0 Titans. But the defense going on into the game, it wasn't pretty. There was a lot of flags going into the end of the game, including at overtime. Darby and Mills, they weren't good at the corner today. Mills was getting a lot of flags as usual. Lane Johnson was taking some stupid penalties. And big points coming out of this game, the Eagles had a 17-3 lead going into, I think, the fourth quarter. They blew that, and they allowed the Titans to come back to take a 20-17 lead. I think it was going in from the third to the fourth. And then the Eagles ended up tying that game going into overtime. Eagles won the overtime coin toss, by the way. And they had a good drive. They were able to get a field goal, got 3 points out of it. Then came the winning drive of the Titans, where the Eagles had 4th down after 4th down after 4th down, could not stop the Titans. Big one meeting that 4th and 15 was, it looked so easy for Mariota to make that pass. Our cornerbacks misread a play, and they just made it look easy. And they just kept driving up. There was also a 4th and 2. The Titans looked like they were going to go for a field goal, but no, their coach decided, nope, we're going to go for the first down, and they were able to get the first down. That was a really good play by him. And going into the end zone, the Titans were able to win the game. Simple as that. And takes from this game, this Eagles, the offensive line and the defensive line looked horrible. That's all I'm going to say. The Eagles need to fix stuff up going into next week, because we are playing the Vikings next week, and that's not going to be an easy task. The Eagles, the offensive line needs to read the plays better. They need to leave Carson open. And I'm not letting Doug Peterson off the hook. He did not call a good game today. He was forcing too many passing plays from Carson Wentz. He was overusing Wentz. They should have used the rushing game more. Like, the rushing game combined, it was like a little over 100 yards in between the two of them, and they didn't get that many carries. So we need to use the running game more. We cannot overuse the passing play, because over time for the Titans defense, it got too obvious that they were just able to come in easily. Eagles offensive line missed tackles, and they were able to sack Carson Wentz or just stop the play in general. So Eagles that got to get it together. Remember, they're playing a lot of tough teams coming up in this schedule, especially the Vikings coming up next week. They got to figure out how to fix these defensive mishaps and this offensive line. That's all I'm going to say. Leave your comments and opinions in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.